Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. For some days now, there's been a video going viral about Mukisa Kitui. So today, just some hours as I speak, Mukisa Kitui has come out in broad daylight to dismiss that video. And he has even made it very clear that that's a photoshopped video, well edited to achieve some political agenda. So I want you to briefly look at this video and then we compare it to what Mukisa Kitui has just posted through his Facebook account for us to really understand what might be happening behind the scenes. Look at this video, please. Yes. So today, Mukisa Kitui, through his Facebook account, responded to that video. And this is what he had to say through his Facebook account. I am blessed with intelligence, experience, eloquence, and a big heart for all. I therefore dismiss the photoshopped edited video doing rounds on social media, purporting to expose my private parts, doesn't in any way whatsoever depict the true representation of my private organs. Yes. I want to distance myself from such false and untrue malicious stories destined at killing my political career. I want to assure my supporters to treat the video with optimum ignorance. That's Mukisa Kitui responding today through his Facebook account. Yes, that's Mukisa Kitui. So from that video and then Mukisa Kitui responding, I think Mukisa Kitui is just trying to give that video some weight. In fact, if he had not responded, maybe some Kenyans could have just treated that video as just as the many Kenyan dramas we have been witnessing. But Mukisa Kitui coming out to respond to that video, he's just trying to give credence to that video. And I didn't want us to do a video on that simply because Mukisa Kitui had not responded. But now that he has responded, I feel it's important we talk about that video and we analyze it into details and see exactly what is happening. I didn't want to do a video about that, and that's why I'm late about it. So folks, from this post by Mukisa Kitui and from that video, we all know that Mukisa Kitui, having worked as the UNCTAD boss, he was approaching 2022 politics on a pedestal of a person of high integrity. That is the only strength Mukisa Kitui was approaching the 2022 election with. Because we know for a fact that on the ground, Mukisa Kitui is not a very strong politician. But now, having served as UNCTAD boss, that was giving him some pedestal among all these Kenyan politicians angling for the presidency next year. But now with that video, and Mukisa Kitui also being forced to respond and even talking some words here, that video does not depict the representation of my private parts, or rather private organs. That just implies that now that Mukisa Kitui's integrity is now in question. He's now fighting to redeem his integrity. And from that video and also from this post, it's now very clear that Mukisa Kitui's integrity is now soiled permanently. He will have to really work hard to redeem his image. The damage is now done permanently. That's the first thing that comes out, or rather is being achieved by Mukisa Kitui responding and also through that video. The second thing that comes out very, very clearly, ladies and gentlemen, is that Mukisa Kitui, you know, from some sources, we were meant to believe that Mukisa Kitui was being propelled as an alternative lawyer kingpin to checkmate Musalia Mudavadi and also Moses Masika Wetangula. But from that video and also from this response, I strongly believe that that has now flopped right now. We know that Mukisa Kitui comes from Kimilili constituency. He is Abukusu from Bungoma County. Mukisa Kitui, from the information we have, was that he was to be used to checkmate the Moses Wetangula for the Bukusu votes. But with this revelation, I strongly believe that no serious presidential candidate would want to maybe associate himself with Mukisa Kitui. Having said that, we might now just find somebody in the name of Eugene Wamalwa or even Wetangula himself now being propelled as the alternative, or rather as the Bukusu kingpin now. That video is really a damage to one Mukisa Kitui. And that video, and even this response by Mukisa Kitui, is just an indication that Mukisa Kitui might now not really be propelled as the alternative Bukusu leader, or rather kingpin. The third thing that comes out very, very clearly from that video, ladies and gentlemen, is that maybe now that video may be true. Because assuming Mukisa Kitui, if it was not true, I strongly believe that Mukisa Kitui might not have really given it a lot of thought. Just about weeks ago, we saw some photoshopped nudes of Wycliffe Ambeta Oparanya doing rounds online. Oparanya never came out to respond to them, and then the whole issue just died. But now Mukisa Kitui has given life to this thing again. He has given life to it, and in the coming days, you might just find this drama just continuing because of that post by Mukisa Kitui. So that video and this response by Mukisa Kitui just reinforces the notion that that video might actually be true. It might be true because of that response. And also, if you look at that video keenly, without being biased or without taking sides, that video seems to appear as a very, very genuine video. It seems to appear that it's an authentic video, ladies and gentlemen. You know, from even looking at it with a naked eyes, you can just tell a photoshopped video and somehow a true video. That video seems to be authentic. Otherwise, folks, having said all that, I strongly believe that as we head towards 2022, we are going to see a lot of drama. And that video, before I also forget, has now also just exposed Mukisa Kitui just as one ordinary Kenyan politician. He's just one of he's just an ordinary Kenyan politician we all have. And then also interestingly, ladies and gentlemen, Kenyans are a very funny lot. Some times back, we saw a quack doctor. I think it was called Dr. Mungo, a quack doctor. He was taped live on video, live on camera, raping a patient. Then upon being taped raping a patient, Dr. Mugo, I think it was called Wairimu Mugo, became an instant hero to some Kenyans. In fact, upon being taped, as time went by, it was rumored that the people themselves, wanted now Wairimu Mugo to contest for an elective seat. Yes, that's how Kenyans are. So interestingly, or rather ironically, you might also just find this video giving Mukisa Kitui some mileage. You know, Kenyans sometimes, I fail to understand them. But you might also just find Mukisa Kitui using this video for his own advantage anyway. Otherwise, let's stop it there for today. If you've bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, tap on the subscription button and also on the notification bell. I also kindly implore upon you to give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Give it a like. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, yes.